Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. So today we are going to see the one of the big console and one of the future of cybersecurity. It's endpoint detection and response from the Microsoft Defender Security Center. This we can say it as a Defender ATP by simple. So the big thing about Defender is there is so many access controls and it will trigger less false positives comparing to other EDR solutions like Carbon Black, Sentinel, and all. So this is one of the advanced EDR solution, and it will give uh, more information than other endpoints. We can find out the root cause easily. The user where the user downloaded from the file, where the threat come from, and we can say it gives lot and additional information how to remediate, and we can go for live response from here, and also we can integrate uh, Defender with some other SOC or any other solutions using Defender API application programming interface. That option is also available in Defender. So first of all, here it will show the user and feedback and some other details here, but and here you can see we can search Microsoft Defender for the endpoint with the file name or IP address, or we can search it by vulnerabilities or software any others. Okay. So let me see, when you open the Defender endpoint, the console look like this. So first of all, it's showing the visit the new home for Defender for endpoint. It is nothing but it will redirect to Defender 365, nothing else. Okay. So the same endpoint, it will move to Defender 365, and this console also looks good. This is the old console. Okay, let us see it from here. The same tabs also listed here. Okay, nothing can be changed. The same thing, but they have to improve this console more because some tabs and some buttons are not good, and the on the tab. So first of all, you can see what are the active alerts which triggered from the endpoints. As per the priority, the 4 from low priority and 4 from high priority, and 17 from medium priority and 10 from informational. So we skip the informational and we look at the high priority first. So here we can see ransomware behavior detection detected in the file system. When you click on this, it will redirect to that ransomware page. Okay, let me see the console first. Okay, when you click on any other threat, it will redirect to that page. You can find out who is the user, which date it was triggered. By the timeline analysis, you can find out the root cause and more. You can find out the process from that. So let me see it later. uh, Let me go for what are the active automated investigation. So Defender ATP endpoint has a big concept of automatic investigation and deep analysis program. It looks good and it will analyze deeply. uh, it will find out the zero day attacks like threats also by using the deep analysis section. So it was the next gen antivirus program. This the endpoint detection and response EDR is a future of cyber security. Okay. Let I explain all the things. What are the options and what are the techniques and how to write rules in different endpoints. And what are the options in Defender endpoint while writing the rules? Okay, let me see here. Active automatic investigation, the pending actions is one. So let me see it later. What is that pending action? This is nothing but when we set on the device group, or we when we uh, setting the device group, we will mention that full approval or semi approval for core folders. So it will ask for some approval to complete the action, so it is pending in action, so it states. So waiting for the device is like sometime the device is in inactive state, so it's showing the waiting for the device is one device is waiting. And running is 0. Current time the running is 0 when you attack, when any threats comes, when a bulk of threats comes in the Defender, it will state the running is 1 or 2 or like. Okay, so next we state that automatic investigation status. Already I mentioned what is automated investigations. It will automatically investigate the threats, and also there is option for remediation. Also we can remediate automatically. It will automatically quarantine the file. It automatically delete the file, and it will do some activities to secure the endpoint from the threats by automatically. So this is the major advantages of Defender ATP, we can say. The automatic investigation here, it mentioned last 7 days. What are the things are gone in last 7 days? There is 2 automated investigations are gone and 0 remediations mentioned. Okay, and hours and these things are mentioned. Alert investigator, some investigator alerts by automatic investigations is 18. So moreover, human can do some investigation in incident tab or alert queue tab, but Defender endpoint automatically investigate that alert and do some actions. But the thing is, we can't able to trust the machine. Moreover, 1 second, I will come back. Okay, let me go for next tab. Sorry. And device at risk. What are the devices at risk stage? So here it's mentioned full of message 10 10 10 with the one name. So because of we installed our endpoint in our virtual machine visual box, so it will tag the name is name as message Windows 10, so it look like similar to all the endpoints. And the users at risk, so which are the users at risk for 30 days? So MS Search Windows 10 IE user is at risk. There is a high severity vulnerability is 3, and medium is 8, and low severity is 1, and informational is 0 mentioned. So we have to look at this first. Okay, so devices with sensor issues, if there is any sensor issues on the endpoints, it will show it here. We can easily find out which devices has sensor issues, and we can fix it by some other onboarding or IT teams. Okay, so misconfigured and inactive, here it shows 0. So, and next tab, detection source from currently unresolved alert. What was the detection source? Whether it was EDR or antivirus or smart screen protection from Microsoft or any other solutions, third party sensor. So here most of the 194 alerts is coming from the EDR, this Defender ATP, and 68 from the antivirus program by the Defender. Okay, and next we go for the threat. So here was the active devices. So in 9 last month, so the active devices 1, but now you can say last week we installed so many VMs, so it takes active devices is 4. It's a big hike last 30 days. When you move on to the last 6 months, the active devices is more than 10. So next we go for the threat analytics tab. So it will list all the what are the latest threats present in the globe, and what was the high impacted threats, whether it is affected in our organizations is 0 by 0, and you can say it as the threat summary is 0 by 145 threats impacted our organizations. So as per the threat analytics, these are the latest threats. When you click on it here, it was triggered in 22. Now you can see the date 2310. It was in 10:22 and 2:56. So there is a Hive Conti and Hive ransomware. Um, when we click on this, it will use the overview of a threat and analytics reports, mitigation strategies. What are the misconfigured devices status? Um, Four misconfigured devices in our endpoint. Okay, so you can see the mitigations from here. What are the mitigations we can take, and what was the analyst report. So it will represent the good diagram, and uh, impacted by globe, county, hive, and which countries. Here we can see the mitigation from here also. Uh, so here we can see the good file, also some advanced hunting queries to hunt in the endpoint. So as per the MITRE attacks, it will show the tactics, techniques, and procedures. So it's a huge information we got from analyst report without searching some third party or any other threat site, right? So we will complete the dashboard tab. Then we go for the incident tab. Incident tab list all the incidents or happened before 1 week. You can you can see it from here. It shows 1 week. Let I change this to 6 month. So the it will shows the page number to 1 to 30, and lot of incidents are occurred last 6 months. Let me filtered within 1 week. Okay, so there is in 6 months there is 30 incidents, and in 1 week there is only four incident. When you expand this incident, it will show more alert, like ransomware behavior detected, dark side ransomware was detected. Okay, when you expand this tab, it will show more threats, okay, more alerts that has been triggered. So basically in Defender, what was the incident tab doing is it will list all the um, if for example, if 30 ransomware triggered, if the 30 ransomware alerts triggered, it will list all the 30 ransomware and kept this 30 alert in the one incident named as suspicious ransomware, some ransomware detected, or else if some malwares or JavaScript code detected, it will list all the uh, uh, it will list all the thread based, and it will list in one incident name. It will list all the uh, uh, thread behavior, and it will list in one instance name. So basically this was doing by uh, Defender ATP incident tab, and you can filter it by this tab severity. Based on the severity you can filter. So 30 items per incident. You can filter by this also. By you can quickly do the investigation. You can easily filter the high severity. What are the unassigned based on the machine? You can filter based on the group or machine. You can filter based on the categories as per the MITRE. You can filter based on the vulnerability. You can filter. There is so many options for filter in Defender ATP, but not in some other endpoint. The Defender ATP is a good EDR solution than other. Okay, so next we go for device inventory. We will device inventory incident tab. We are not using because it will list all the alerts in the one place. So every time we are going only for alert queue. Next we go for a device inventory tab. So device inventory tab shows all the sensor installed Defender ATP sensor installed devices which are all connected with the Defender ATP endpoint. It will list now it will list 4 devices from our VM and all. So this is the tag. We can give the tag by clicking by choosing the endpoint by here. You can give the manage tag and you can add the tag what you want. So these are the active devices, onboarded, which date it was onboarded, and this information you can got, and exposure level and risk level. What are the endpoints are in the high risk? What are the endpoint are in the less risk? And some network devices. Currently we didn't install any network based devices, but here you can see a lot of endpoint. It's look like, and within 6 months there is more than 22 endpoints. Okay, so let me filter it by 1 week, and this tab is more important for investigating the each and every alert. So here you can see each and every alert is segregated by one, but in incident tab it is not segregated. It is grouping the alert and making it as a one incident. So basically here this is the alert tab. Here you can see the alert by one. This is the ransomware, this is the ransomware, this ransomware by name. But see in the incident tab, it will segregate the incident and will list the incident in the one. It will make the incident in the one place. So some suspicious file including ransomware on endpoint. So by expanding this, here you can see the name of the file, but in alert queue tab here you can feel the difference. What was I am trying to say? It will not grouping the incident, it will list the incident one by one. By this we can investigate and do some actions at the endpoint. So next we go for automated investigations. So automated investigation is very good thing in Defender ATP. So here you can see what are the things are now in automatic investigation. Script inject malware. It's need pending approval. It needs some approval from the admin. So it is waiting for the approval. So here you can see that in the dashboard tab there is one device is waiting. One thing. One approval is waiting for a device, right? So it waiting for the device. So it was detection source is antivirus, and it needs a pending for approval and terminated by the system. This thing is terminated by the system 3 days before and 26 hours before it was triggered. Okay. Sorry, it was not durations. 26 hours it was in the same stage pending approval. 3 days it was in the terminated by system and waiting for the day for 3 days. And start date was this, and time and entities and all. So action center, here you can find out the history. What are the files are in quarantine? What are the files are in pending approval? So these are the file have approval. So we can approve or reject or do anything. Okay, so I have the admin level access, so I can do what are the things. So here virus total is find out for this file the virus total reduction is 36 by 62. 36 when vendors flagged this file is malicious out of 62. So this is the malware file, dark side GVM. We know dark side is one of the ransomware. Okay, so here you can list all the things from here. You can filter it from here, 30 per item page or 100 from item page, anywhere you can choose. Okay, so histories you can find out from here. So what are the histories, what are the things are approved, what are the automatic device investigation, skipped, what are the things are rejected, and all the things timed out. These things you can find out from here. So, and this is the more important tab for thread hunters to writing the queries uh, in the Defender Endpoint ATP. So here I am going to do one activities. I will I will do one query. How to do that in Defender ATP? I will go for some automatic query generations tab. So I will select this rule as Microsoft Defender ATP and translate that rule. So this is the rules. I am going to copy that rules and pasting the rules in here, and I will run the rules. So if any errors occurred, it shows the red line marks here. Okay, so it shows the red line here. For example, if I doing the mistake, it will show like this error, syntax error occurred, and it will show this is the syntax like the other ID will do the same. It will correct the mistake. So I will run the query, and once you want to save the query, create a you can, there is some options. You can save the query, share the link, and you can do new query by minimizing this thing, and you can go for last 7 days. uh, okay, and so these are the schemas, these are the device process events. So here I use device process event. So you can see the schema it from here, device process events. What are the options we can use? So device process event, you can use the SHA-256, and it will show how to write the query and what are the schemas and what are the syntax and what are the things available here. Okay, so these are the schemas are available. And these are the custom reduction queries. What are the things we created based when we are doing thread hunting? These are the things we created when we do the thread hunting. So then I go to create detection rules. So now here you can see so it shows the alert details based on the detection name. I just mentioned some detection name like test query, and what was the frequency of the query. So every 24 hours or every 12 hours I will set the every 12 hours. So here you can see the frequency. Select the query by which the query will run and trigger alerts. So by which query will run and trigger alert. If you set it to run less frequent, it will have no longer look back duration. Okay, so what was alert title? So if the alert is triggered means what was the title? So I'll give the test malware, and what was the severity? We have to give medium or low. I will set this to low severity, and category based on the MITRE it will show the category, collection exfiltration exploit, and what is the category it was. So what is that category? Some registry events. So let I go for some so suspicious activity. Here you have to give the description. So describe as malware. So what is the recommendation action we can give? Recommend, will give the same thing. Okay, and I will give next. So actions, choose applicable actions to take an entity found by your query. What are the devices? What if the alert is trigger means what we can do? We can isolate the device or collect investigation package or run antivirus scan. So we can, if we choose isolate the device, if the query is triggered. Okay, so if there is any worm mgr.exe or any other this thing is run from the endpoint, it will automatically isolate the device without asking you, okay, without asking your permission. It automatically isolate the device. So it's showing the device what to do, what action to perform if the event, if the alert is triggered, if the based on the query, if the alert is triggered, what activities the EDR has to perform. So we can select this. So I don't know about other EDRs whether the option is eligible or not. By Defender, this option is eligible. We can say to endpoint, hey Defender ATP, if the alert is triggered, just isolate the device. This is a good option, right? And we can file. So files we can do allow the file or block the file or quarantine the file. We can do quarantine automatically, okay. So I didn't do anything. I choose next and scope. So it will do for all the devices which are connected by the endpoints, the sensor installed endpoints, or we can choose for a specific group. So this is the access control. We can choose a specific group and we list the things. I will give Satya. Okay, I selected this group and I so this group contains some devices, okay. So here I will show it later, okay, this thing. And summary. So what are the things we selected? Let's create the query. So our new detection rule was created and our detection rule is here, text test query, okay. So what I say that device group, I will show it now, okay. So if I select the alert queue and if I go for some any other alert, so here you can see Satya test VM. This device, this endpoint is comes under the Satya test VM. So think of it, if there is 100 organization, we can group the 100 organizations by giving the name like organization 1, organization 2 and organization 3. From organization 1 we can onboard 100 devices under the organization 1 and 100 endpoint from the organization 2 and 100 endpoint from the organization 3. And we can make the query for each organization. These are the things apply for organization 1, these are the things apply for organization 2, these are the things apply for organization 3. For organization 1, if we quarantine if we isolate the device, for organization 2 we can, the client will say some other activities, don't isolate the device, do some other activities, like that. We can there is some access control, right? This is why we grouping the device. We can set the rules each and every group by group easily, okay. So next thing, there is a report and threat protection. So these are the same, some statistical analysis from the Defender ATP. What are the things are detected by the antivirus program and what are the things are detection from the EDR program. So here okay, so alert triggered by the date. These are some statistical based reports our endpoint is giving. And device health and performance. Okay, so health state, these are the active endpoints and these are the inactive endpoints. And these are the what are the operating system running our endpoint. And Linux has 2 and others 1, maybe it's Red Hat Linux. And Windows 10 is 19, so there is no Windows 11. And Windows version is, what are the versions are running. 11 devices are running in 1809 and 4 devices are running in 1803. 20H2 is running in 3 devices and 21H1 is running in 1 device. And antivirus status, OS platform, what are the operating system platform, Windows versions. We can see a lot of information from here, but other endpoint there is no tabs like this. Okay, so web protection. So here we can see web protection, but currently we didn't have any web protection activities. So vulnerable devices, what are the devices are vulnerable. Again, you can see some statistical based thing here, graph, some severity, also severity here, what are the critical and vulnerabilities and exploit availabilities and good informations from Defender and partner API. Here, if we can integrate the Defender ATP with some other SOC solution like Splunk or QRadar by using this partner API. We have to integrate Defender and QRadar. For example, if you want to see the alert from the Defender alert from the QRadar, so for example, if you want to see Defender alert from QRadar, you can integrate the Microsoft Defender ATP with QRadar by using API. Then you can see the alerts. So okay, so Defender alerts from the QRadar, you can analyze it from the here. Sorry, from the QRadar. Okay, and then again you can see the threat and vulnerability management. So it will show the nice dashboard. What are the vulnerabilities available? Okay, these are the devices, top vulnerable software, top application, vulnerable application, top operating system. What are the high, medium, and low vulnerabilities, and security recommendations? What are the recommendations we have to take? What are the update some updates and closing this thing like that, and remediations what we can take. Okay, so remediation status and software inventories. So weaknesses, what are the weaknesses are available. Even timelines. Okay, and next we go for the elevation and tutorial tab. It will show how to use Defender ATP. This is a tutorial, right? How to do investigation and how to use Defender ATP. This is a simple tutorial, so don't panic. This it will show how to use Defender ATP and service health. Then we directly move for configuration management, attack surface management. So I think you know about attack surface management. We find out the attack surface from the endpoints, and we do some activities to secure the endpoint from the attack. And settings, in settings tab you can find out the data retentions. It's 180 days. The data will be stored in the cloud or cloud. And email notification, if you add item, if you add any email, if you add recipient email, it will send the email if the threat is if the alert is triggered. I will give one example. So if you add any email, any one of the email, so if the particular high severity alert is triggered, then it will send the email to the recipient user. Some severity, some high severity alert is triggered. Please investigate and take some actions like that. So out of advanced feature, live response. So here if you turn off the live response, then we can't able to use live response actions from any devices. So these are the some advanced features. So auto remediations level. So I said this. Okay, auto remediations level we can say it as. Okay, so these are the things from this name. The remediation level is full remediate thread automatically. And Satyatas, the thing is semi recure approval for all folders. It requires approval. So we seen in the automated investigation there is more alert or in approval stage. So ungroup device full remediate the threat automatically. So and portal redirection. So these redirect to the security.microsoft.com. Last time I shown one portal, right? 365, that portal only, nothing else. Okay, roles. So these are the roles: L1 analyst and admin analyst and device group. So same here from auto remediation. So you can add a device group. So you can say it as test. And if I give some automations level like no automated response, if you select a no automated response, there is no automated response are available for that group. And if if we select the semi approval all folder, it will ask approval for all folders. If you select semi require approval for non-term folder, it will ask approval for non-term folders. If you select semi require approval for core folder, it will ask approval for core folders. If you select if you select full remediate thread automatically, it will don't ask for approval, it will automatically update remediate the thread automatically. And you have to give the description. And so here I will give approval. Okay, this asks for some values and some domains and ends with like that. Okay, so it asks for some devices. So by this you can add the group. Okay, so these are the options are only available for admin level access. So APIs you can integrate Defender ATP by using these APIs and custom detections. We returned some query. No, this is the custom detection here. Last time we returned some test query, so it will list here. And indicators IOCs are listed here, and IP address, URL domains, and certificates. You can update it, and you can give the actions. What a Defender have to do if the particular IP address is triggered. So process memory indicators you can list it from here. And web content filtering you can add it from here. So here it will show the child abuse content, you can add it from here. Automation uploads, so it will content analysis. So these are the file it will take, file content analysis, automation uploads, and it will do some uh, automation analysis. So automation folder exclusions, what are the folder have to exclude while doing the automated investigations, you can configure it from here. What are the folder have to exclude from the Defender, you can list it here. These are the folder we have to exclude from the automatic investigation, you can list it from here. So this is the device onboarding has so many options: iOS, Android, Mac OS. And these are the policies. So you can onboard the device from the local script by downloading the endpoint package and installing the package in the endpoint. Okay, and offboarding, you can offboard the device simply downloading the package, and you can offload and assessment jobs. Okay, these are the settings are listed in the Defender endpoints. Okay, let me go for some investigations. Okay, let me go for some investigation and do some investigation. It will give some. So let us select the ransomware behavior detected in the file. Okay, I will take the first alert. So this comes under Satya's machine, and this was the name. Sorry, Satya's group machine, and this was the name, and this was the user. So first of all, alert story. Here you can see the alert story. So user initialization, some Windows internal process, user initialization dot exe is opened explorer.exe. Then the explorer.exe open the msh, the browser, I think msh, yeah, msh.exe. Okay, so the msh.exe downloaded the file 7cfm.exe. So let me expand this, and you can see the creation time, and you can see the image path, where was the path, program files, and 7c and 7cfm.exe. So image hash file. Okay, so ms is trying to download fm.exe. Then the file is moved to ecar.com.zip. So from here, and it was in the download ecar.com zip, cr downloaded. So 54 antivirus vendors flagged it as a malware. So Defender, Windows Defender detected. This is the malicious program, and 7zip.exe. 7zip.em.exe. Okay, and the same. So some file creations activities happened. Let me analyze this. So now 47 vendors flagged, and size is 3 MB, and this is the image path. What is that path? So this was the image paths. I use a local temp. It was in the temp directory. So we see in the device group now there is some approval for non-temp folders, approval for core folders, approval for non-temp folders, like that. This is why we are categorizing that. Okay, so SHA-1 hash and metadatas, and again some stories are happening. Okay, right. So this is the overall alert story. If you want to see what happened exactly, so you have to do some timeline based analysis. Okay, so you have to do some timeline based analysis. By this you can find out so what was really done here. Okay, let I open this file page. So see what are the options are available in the file page. So it gives some uh, additional informations, right? What are the overview of the alert and observed in organization, what are the device was observed, and here's a deep analysis. If you perform some deep analysis, it will take some time, and it will show the exact analysis. And stop, and here you can list the stop and quarantine the file, or add to the integrator, or you can go for some action centers. Let I will show some other. So this is the alert recommendations, alert description. When we writing the query, we have to give the alert description and recommendation. It will show when the alert was triggered. So let we perform some timeline analysis, and we can see what happened exactly. You can isolate the device from here. You can manage tags. You can go for what happened. Okay, so you can initiate the live response from here. If you initiate the live response, it will open the command shell and administrative access command shell, and you can do some queries, registry edit queries, and you can remove the file by using rm and copy the file, and you can do some activities based on based on the capability of Defender live response. You can search it from the live response Defender ATP. Okay, so this is the detailed analysis of uh, endpoint. Okay, so I will show you something. So we have to find out where these files came from. Okay, so let me go to the alert queue one time, and we check the time first when the alert got generated. So okay, it was a time Defender message was triggered, and the time is October 22 101:23 p.m. October 22 120 101:23. Let me make some notes from here. I will October 22 102, right? 101. Okay, 101. We can filter it from here. Let me go for scene timeline, and we filter by custom range. If you can select the full screen, it will show the full screen. but I'm not selecting October. It's 22 and the time frame is what was the time? 101. Okay, right, 101. Let me make some time before 12:58. It looks good. PM and 2 October 22. Okay, this time is good enough to do the analysis. It will take some time to apply because it is a heavy load. Let me wait. Okay, so now it filter based on the time. So I have to find out what was the root cause for this file. So I selected the network events. So 95% of the threats come from the network. So I selected network events. First I have to find so which time exactly the threats, the ransomware came to the endpoint. So apply. Let's see. Let's wait and let me see. So it's done now. The time has been changed. One second. Why it's not applying? October 22. One. Okay, yeah, now it's looks good. So let us wait. Okay, no network events. uh, it's 12 p.m. to 5:08. The time format has been changed. That was a problem here. mm, let me 1 day. Let me search for 1 day. I think the time format has been changed, so it is not occurring. I will check and I will update. So the important part is how you are doing the analysis. So it's hanged. I am refreshing one more time. Let me say. So let's wait. Whether my internet is slow. right, pause this. Okay, let me do our analysis by our own. Let's start from here. Ransomware behavior was detected. So from this and rename options, process IDs, port numbers. So what are the process or Windows internal process are open, what are the file created and where it was created, and the process tree. So here MS Edge created the process, injected process ID 4 injected to 7 fm.exe, potentially valuable file. MS Edge executed the process, access token was modified. Yes. What are the service host? So from this you can make it a notes, what are the DLLs are affected, what are the registries are created, what are the registries are modified, and when you do live response, if things happen, then you the notes will be very useful for you to remediations. This activity, these are the thing remediated, and it will show, and the file was stored. This was a command line is run, and the file full path was stored in here. So commonly it shows some outbound connection using 443 command and control. Okay, this is the command line. You can find out if there is any malicious commands. So outbound connection. exe was detected, and what was the command line it ran? config.exe. You have to analyze one by one and make it. Okay, so already it was 1 hour, so let I stop my screen, and that's all from my side. Thank you.